All right, here we are.
Hello.
This is still fucking me up. I'm just gonna not. The only reason to monitor it is to like,
Make sure nothing's going crazy.
yeah, make sure it doesn't stop working. So we're just
Yeah.
gonna hope it doesn't stop working.
Okay.
It almost never does.
We'll overdub.
Yeah.
You can
All
just you can do my voiceover. What you think I should
Yeah.
have said?
Yeah. Yeah. How you doing? How was your weekend?
Weekend was good. It was my wife's birthday on the weekend.
Huge.
So we had some friends get together and played some recreational volleyball
Nice.
at the West Broadway Community Center. Great time.
Are you any good?
No, but she is.
Ah.
So, I play out of love.
Mhm.
And also it's fun. It's just honestly, at the end of the day, it's a bunch of friends just playing
Yeah.
and messing around. And we were saying it's like kind of go through your 20s and start reverting back to like kid style birthday parties. Because now instead of just like partying, it's like an activity during the day and then like dinner and hanging out and everyone goes home at 10. So it was nice. It was very nice. How about you? What'd you get?
Kid style. Well, this just reminded me. I was at lunch today with my family, and we were reminiscing on the piñata days because my aunt used to make piñatas.
Okay.
And for like Easter and stuff, because making Easter plans. And I'm like, piñata. I'm like, should I fuck around and make a piñata for the boys? Like,
Absolutely.
This would be a great time.
I don't think personally, I can only speak for myself, I've ever been bummed to see a piñata.
Yeah, you never see a piñata.
You
You're
know
like,
what I mean?
damn it.
Yeah, it's a good omen. Anytime you see a piñata, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a good time.
Couple bevies, get spinning around.
Yeah.
Good.
Blindfold, no
Yeah.
blindfold, it's all good.
Yeah. What else did I do? My band recorded. Had some friends over last night. Just low key.
Banana Crisis.
Banana Crisis. Yes.
Sweet. That's cool. You record in
yeah.
a studio or here or
At our friend's place.
cool.
Yeah. And Friday hit the Odie Beresford show.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
Opened by Speedreader, who's also opening for your
That's
show.
correct. Yeah. Speed reader. Up and comer.
Yeah. They're dope.
They're
really good.
Fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I was so Jody, my wife, used to play in a band with Keegan called Yes We Mystic. And since they've kind of stopped doing their thing, Adam obviously has been doing his thing with Amos the Kid and his label House of Wonders, and then Keegan, we all know how great of a musician, songwriter he is. So we were kind of all just like waiting, being like, man, when's Keegan gonna drop something? Because it's gonna be good. And then when he did, of course it was. So yeah, I was very pumped to hear that he was making music in the first place. And then I saw him play at the Goodwill a few months ago. And it's like certain things where you see something and you're like, I want that part of my shit, I'm glad it works out, and excited to be playing that show.
I especially liked his he did a lot of like capo with the 6-string still open.
Okay.
Which I've messed around that a couple times, but he did it on like 3 songs, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a cool vibe.
I didn't even know that existed until you just talked about it. I'm not a guitar teacher. So there's probably a whole world of techniques out there that blow my mind, man.
Yeah.
Capo, 6-string open. I'm going to steal it.
Yeah. It's great because the main, whatever your home chord is now, it's just like, it's bigger, right?
Yeah.
You have a bigger range. Yeah.
I'm making a note.
Yeah. But congratulations on your new album.
Thank you.
This fucking album is great, dude.
Yeah? You listen to it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm really psyched on it too, so thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking because it's coming out soon, and it's like the whole thing where you put something out, you put music out, it's like not your baby anymore, because now it's like everyone that listens to it has their own idea of what it is, or what it's like, and that's all true too. Right. So it's like they're putting their own meaning, whatever, their own interpretation into it, their own opinion, and it's not like your little thing anymore where you are the one that dictates exactly what it is. I listened to it a million times obsessively, but now it's out there and it's like, you know, someone points something out and I think, oh yeah, that's true actually. And so like whenever that happens, it's like, you know, leaving the nest or something. And it's terrifying.
Did you have like many test listens of friends? Like some of like things that you wouldn't have noticed?
Yeah, I mean, if it was honestly just me being really excited and just wanting to share it.
Right.
It wasn't like, hey, can you listen for this or anything? Cause
can you tell me if this sucks, please? I
yeah,
don't know
maybe that. But it's just like, yo, check it out.
Yeah.
You know? And it's funny because I like, you know, I've been winging it since I started making music. So I used to, when I first started, you just send everything everywhere. You post songs right away. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then when you kind of feel like you know what you're doing a little more, you realize like, oh, I should sit on this, make sure it's good, and then, you know, not leak anything. And now it's like, I've kind of gotten sick of that. And now I'm back to like, yo, check this out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care as much anymore. Like, yeah. So usually it's just like you get really caught up in a wave of excitement listening to it. And you're like, man, I want to like share this with someone who I think would like it. And
well, I did notice your like the SoundCloud link you sent me had more streams than the usual unreleased album. I'm like, okay, this is putting it around.
Yeah. Some of that is also live band members learning it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And then some of it also is like, I think I sent like hundreds and hundreds of emails in the last few months of that link with a bunch of other shit to like whatever, you know, college radio in Canada, States, Europe, whatever I could come across and be like, oh, I should send my stuff to them. Maybe, you know, that could lead to something. So hopefully some of it's them and it's not all in spam folders, but yeah, there's a little bit of that too. But yeah, I haven't been stingy with it, but I'm excited to like put it out properly for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm hyped. I've listened to it a few times. I think it's your best yet.
Thank you. I agree.
And yeah, super stoked for everyone to hear it. I saw you at Rainbow Trout and was taken by how many genres you're hitting, how many vibes. But my biggest takeaway was this guy's a fucking comedian. What's he doing playing music? Like legitimately like one of the some of the funniest banter I think I've ever seen from a musician. there was like
I wish I remembered what I was saying.
Yeah, there was a couple of things. There was you're talking about like, oh, like the only reason we're in a band is to make a bunch of money. So let me know if the song is commercially viable. And then
yeah.
And then you play this like song that I forget what it was, but it was like a little heavier. And then at the end of it, you're like, what do you think? Like, could that be a Walmart commercial?
Yeah. Fucking yeah, come on. Throw me a bone. That's funny. Especially because like now I kind of remember saying it, but when you first said it, it was like you were making the joke, so it was fresh to me. So it made me laugh. So that's good. It's good material. I'm gonna watch this back and fucking ask that every time now. Just fucking lobby for Walmart at every show I'm doing. But yeah, I don't know. I just like literally just start rambling when I'm up there. I don't know if it's like a nerves thing or if I'm just genuine. Like I really have fun when we're playing because it's like I'm obviously not doing it to make a bunch of money because nobody is. So it's like, it's super fun. And when you see like people enjoying it a little bit, it's like, okay, like makes you comfortable. And I don't know. I think too, I'm a music fan and I've gone to a lot of shows before I even started doing it myself. And like, I always found this is like a roundabout thing, but not the worst thing, but like something that I personally don't like is when musicians, bands, performers make their audience feel almost like self-conscious. Like, you know, no one's wants to be put on the spot except for you because you're up there doing your thing. Right. And like if, for example, sometimes there's a like 5-10 foot gap at the front of the stage at the beginning of a show, and it's like, you know, it's fine to be like, okay, everybody come closer or something. But I've been at shows where it's like there's an insistence on the performer, like, guys, come closer, or like start moving,
or they're like
whatever.
roasting you a bit, like,
and it's like is this?
Why don't you just dance?
Yeah, it's like you should
make us dance.
exactly that kind of thing where it's like, and listen, I get it because it's also like can feel awkward or something, but it's like that's not gonna help. Like people want to be comfortable and have fun, and if you're like making them feel like they're fucking up or have an obligation to you, it's like I don't know. It's just like so. I think when I go on there, it's like it's not like I'm conscious of it, but it's in the back of my mind, I guess, that it's I'm there to just kind of fuck around and like
just keep it loose.
Yeah, and my favorite performances are like, I notice when a band's really tight and like you try and play as well as you can, but it's also like you just kind of are genuinely enjoying it. Like shit, everyone makes a million mistakes every time they play, and the only people that notice are the people that are doing it. So it's like you learn to let go of stuff, and once you let go of stuff, then you can just kind of be yourself. But in terms of like making jokes and stuff, I think it's just like something I've always kind of done, I just got a big mouth. So
that's what I was wondering. Like, are you like a comedian with your friends? Are you popping off, or does it definitely get elevated on stage?
I can be like, I definitely like talk a lot of shit to my friends and stuff, and like it's fun and stuff, or just say whatever comes to mind. But probably will keep doing that. It's funny too because it's like a lot of the songs on this new album are like heavier in terms of like where they're coming from for me. But I know like that's not going to change like the fact that I'm having fun when I perform them. I don't think.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe there'll be a juxtaposition of like just goofing off and stuff, and then singing about heavy shit. But whatever. I mean, I think as long as you are being like you're just genuinely doing your thing, whatever that is, like it's gonna work.
Yeah, I think that's for sure it. Do you have any going back on comedy stuff, favorite comedians?
Mitch Hedberg.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a road trip listen for Jody and me. Like anytime we drive anywhere, we throw on Mitch Hedberg. And all the jokes.
Right,
them all. But it's
still
just so funny. And I laugh every time, and it's just like little stuff that he does, and it's like honestly like I don't know, maybe it influences me because he just says stuff that pops in his mind, it'll be a lull in his shtick, and then he'll just say like something like chocolate makes me happy, I have to admit. Doesn't continue. And it's just like he just throws that in there, and great. Stream of consciousness, I guess. But I think like it's just fun to joke around, goof around. Actually, when I told my brother I was coming to do a podcast, he was fucking around, and he told me to come in here and like not be earnest and just act like a fucking psycho and just start like doing stuff to be weird and nuts. And he's like, that's what I'm just saying, that's what's gonna work.
Make a good clip.
So I'm the wheels are turning, but I haven't thought of anything yet. Act like Beck. Did you ever see that interview of Beck?
No.
In like the 90s, he's like being interviewed by the guy from Sonic Youth, whatever his name is, Thurston Moore. Is that his name?
I don't know.
I'm not trying to like big time or anything. I like don't actually know. But he gets asked a question, and he just like takes his shoe off and throws it across the room and doesn't say a word. And like the interviewer's like annoyed. Clearly, he's just like, all right, cool. So I was, didn't wear my shoes down here, so that ship sailed. But just know that if something goes down,
the socks could still come off.
If something goes down, it's premeditated. So just be on your toes.
Have you heard of Benny Feldman?
No.
Who's Benny Feldman? New comedian.
Okay.
One-liner guy.
Yeah.
Like him. He's fucking brilliant. His whole thing is that he has Tourette's.
Okay.
But that's not, and like it's funny because he like makes it funny, and like but his main Tourette's tick, he's not like yelling shit. He'll just be like his his thing. But because he's a one-liner guy, it like it like gives like a certain like rhythm to the act,
And it kind of
It's very
disrupts like what
interesting.
you're expecting a normal rhythm to be, or like
Well, it's like this is the setup of the joke I'm talking, and here's the punchline,
right.
you know, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because it's like I can't imagine a worse disability for a stand-up comedian to
True.
have.
Yeah, sure.
Like
yeah.
that's
yeah.
it should be game breaking,
Right.
It's not.
Yeah, and it's just like, again, you know, he's just being genuine, and it still works because he's just doing his thing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. And it's funny. It's like sometimes, like unexpected things just make something work in terms of like humor. Not to get academic, but there's a paper from a long time ago by a scholar named Henri Bergson, and he writes about just humor. What is funny? Why is it funny? And his whole thing is it's kind of a defiance of expectations or routine. So it's if there's something that always works the exact same way, that being disrupted and it works a different way is funny because of that sort of disruption that of expectation. So like the classic example, someone who walks the same place every day, but this time there's a banana peel and he slips and falls in the banana peel. You know, that's funny because it's funny. Like you have this expectation of how things are supposed to go, and then they comedically are, you know, disrupted.
And then there's also like the meta of like you expect the disruption at a certain point, and then you subvert that again.
Totally, of course.
He sips on the banana peel, and he doesn't slip.
Exactly. Whoa, then you get into like the anti-joke, and you know, for sure. And my favorite quote from this paper when I read it in my undergrad was, "Comedy poses the question, is nothing sacred, and it answers with a fart."
Oh, I've heard that actually.
Okay, there you go. I have that tattooed on my ass.
Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah, I got a couple. So I have,
that one,
that quote on my ass.
Yeah.
Then I have a baba on my left arm.
It's a baba?
A baba is a Ukrainian grandma. And so that's obviously, it was like a doodle from my first EP cover ever that Nick Luchak, who I think you've had on the show, he's in Zerata. I don't know if he was on.
Oh,
yeah. He drew that. He designed that cover for me, so I got that tattooed. I have a frying pan on my leg.
Nice.
I had a dream that I got shot in the leg, and for some reason the cure was a friend of mine tattooing a frying pan on my leg. So I texted her about it in the morning, and she was like, I would tattoo a frying pan on your leg. I was like, all right. So then I went to Toronto to visit her. Her friend is a tattoo artist, so she gave me the Baba tattoo, and then while we were in there, she just let her get the gun and she tattooed a frying pan on my leg. She did a good job hilarious. Too, like, you know, didn't blow out or anything. Yeah.
I love those tattoos.
Yeah.
I have a friend who like that's all his tattoos are just like little things that, like happened in his life. And you just get a tattoo to commemorate.
Oh, exactly.
You know?
And it's like, I don't know, I like looking at it. Sometimes you can draw something in the pan too if you want to be a little goofy.
Yeah.
No, tattoos are sweet. Like, I think if you want them, get them. And just, if you think they look good, they look good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I feel like people always feel pressure to like justify why they got the tattoo.
Oh yeah, it has all this cosmic significance.
And if it does, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, but if it doesn't, that's cool too. Like, if someone had like a wild tattoo and I was like, "What's that all about?" and they were just like, "I just thought it looks cool." Yeah. I'd be like, "All right, cool." Yeah. Like, as long as it's like not like inadvertently like offensive to someone or something, because you got to do your due diligence. But otherwise, it's fair game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like having a little meaning for mine, but I'm not.
True.
I'm not like. I've yet to get a tattoo that's purely like aesthetic or just purely because I think it looks dope. But the meaning is also like, it's a little bit of what you're saying. Where like I kind of feel like the need to like justify it almost from like
and like you know, just know with me it's all right.
Yeah,
I feel like I have both ends of the spectrum too. Like my Baba died, got a tattoo of a Baba on my arm. Obviously that's commemorative. But then I have, you know, frying pan on my leg for no reason really.
Yeah, just for goofs.
Yeah, just for goofs.
Oh, also to save your life. I mean.
Yeah, true. In my dream.
Yeah.
Just needed to cover that base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had deja vu, or where like you have a dream and then it happens?
Oh, I'm sure there's like a million mundane things. But I can't point to anything where I'm like, whoa, this is just like my dream. I've definitely had deja vu. But yeah, usually my dreams are usually nuts. Like, it's not really, you can't really do it in real life, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
Surreal.
yeah, I can't levitate, you know, or whatever. Like, these places don't exist. It's crazy. I go back to like the same places sometimes in my dreams, though. I've never seen them before, and they're like pretty like specific, grandiose places. Like, I don't know, like some like balcony or whatever. And it's like, I've definitely never been there, and this place definitely doesn't exist, but I've been there a couple times in my dreams. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if you're like into
Balcony
dreams
is
and
cool.
stuff.
I feel like almost never see like landscapes in my dreams. It's usually like the world feels a little smaller almost.
Maybe just really big in your dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. No.
I've been keeping a dream journal, which is a fun. Sometimes I don't like. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, I don't need to write that bullshit down.
Yeah.
but
Sometimes you do,
if
though.
they're interesting. Yeah.
Maybe something happens down the line that you're like, oh, should have written that down.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't impactful, but now I realize, you know, this is what connects it all. You gotta write it down, man.
The craziest time that I dreamt something and then it came true was I had a dream that I was at Oshiaga.
Okay.
I was going to Oshiaga like 6 months or something following the dream. But in my dream, I walk up to the Euro stand and I'm like, I like put on a little French. I did French immersion, so I got a little French. So I put on some French and I'm like whatever, Euro au poulet, and the guy's like, you want fries with that? I was
how it
like,
goes.
nah. And then that like the exact same thing happened at Oshiaga. It was very trippy, and I was like, it like was like fucking with me for like a couple hours. I'm like,
Man.
that's crazy.
How frustrating would it be if you had the superpower to see the future, but you couldn't control it, so it was only mundane shit that you could see coming? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're able to know how your order of a euro is gonna go, but if you try to like know what the lottery numbers are, you can't. It's like you don't get to choose.
Right.
So it's like, okay, all the bullshit I'm gonna do tomorrow I already know,
Yeah.
but nothing important.
Yeah.
Maybe you got
that's
that.
pretty funny.
Maybe you have the gift.
Yeah. So I know exactly how my dinner is gonna taste.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah. It's a gift, man.
Do you have any gifts?
Do I have any
Apart from my
gifts? Man, I hope so. You know, the gift of gab being one. Some would say. I think I would like to think I'm a good songwriter, perhaps even gifted. But you know,
was that something you always like? How long have you been writing?
Think always, yeah, more or less, like different processes. Usually it's like it pops in your head and then you want to like get it out, or like less often I sit down like, oh, okay, I should try and write a song. Like that happens less and less, where it's like usually the song is starting here first and then I'm like, okay, well, I should like do a voice memo to get it down. Actually, shit, I should have said this when we were talking about dreams. One song on the album called Pines.
Good one.
Thank you. It was one of those dream songs. So I woke up, we were like visiting my brother over the holidays a year or 2 years ago, whatever. And my dream was I was watching a skate video because I like grew up skateboarding and like really into skate videos. We would film whatever, and I was watching a really like highly anticipated video, and this song was playing in the background of someone's part, and I was like, oh, this song's pretty cool. And it was the chorus, like it's like, get yourself up into the pines now, and that's just what the song was. And I was like, this is sick. And then I woke up and it was still in my head. And I have the voice memo on my phone, and you can hear, like, I can barely speak because I'm still kind of half asleep.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm kind of just like, get yourself a beauty in the past now. And you hear Jody stir beside me, and she's like,
yeah.
are you singing?
Yeah.
And the voice memo just ends because I'm like, I got what I needed.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that song, like,
That's
literally
fucking cool,
wrote
man.
itself.
You got one.
And I was terrified that I was, like, gonna, like, wake up and be like, oh, this is a song already.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Like, you wake up and you realize that the song you thought you wrote in your dream is like a fucking Beatles song or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's always like when I dream songs. That's almost always it. They're usually songs that exist already.
mm-hmm.
And
Or-
if they're not, they're just immediately gone.
Yeah, or they're awful. Yeah. I've had that too.
Yeah.
I was a song and I wake up, I'm like, oh, this is a great lyric. And then I think about it, I'm like, no, it's not. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think, that one made the cut, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was all there.
Actually, that is actually one of my favorites on the album.
Cool.
I really like that one.
Yeah, it's commercially viable.
It actually is. It is like it is like that. As I could see that in a Walmart commercial.
Yeah. So actually, my dad. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about one of my songs, by the way. Could be a Walmart commercial. My dad. So when I recorded this record, I recorded 22 songs because I was just like, I'm going in the studio. I've never really done it before, and I have all these demos, and I'm gonna try and get through as many as I can. We got through all of them more or less, and so then I was kind of like deciding what was gonna be on the first release, what made sense, and I wasn't gonna put this song on the record. And this wasn't why I put it on, but this is just like a conversation that happened, and I was talking about it with my dad. My dad's a musician, and he was like, "Well, are you gonna put that Pine song on there?" I was like, no, I don't think so. Like, I don't know if it really fits or whatever. And he's like, well, I guess you don't want to have commercial success. It's like, oh. So it's on there. That's not why it's on there. Yeah. I think it's just like, we've been playing it live and it's fun. And I think I was like getting a little in my head about like what the vibe of the album was going to be or what I thought it should be. And then I kind of like loosened my grip a little bit, let go. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to put the songs that I really like the most on it.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to like hold something back for some weird reason that I have like done the mental gymnastics to justify in my head. Just like, if I think it's good, I'll put it on.
Yeah. I think that's a good attitude.
Yeah.
Like it is a little, like it's like the most, I feel like, indie rock.
Yeah, it's like 90s rock kind of poppy elements.
So yeah, it feels, I don't think it feels out of place, but it definitely feels unique on the track list.
Yeah, no, for sure. I would agree. It's a nice little like bit of sunshine in there too.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's not a word. That's just what was in my dream though, so that's why I sang it.
Yeah. What else do we get? Oh, you were in Churchill recently.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool.
That was fucking cool. You're telling me.
Yeah.
That was like a once in a lifetime experience because Churchill is like, it's in Manitoba, but it's extremely inaccessible and remote. It's super expensive to fly, or it's just like a huge time investment and expensive to take the train. And like you can do a lot for that same amount of money that I would have preferred to do if I was like paying for it myself, just because it just like doesn't really jump to the front of my mind. That said, once we got the opportunity and we went up there, it's like, it's amazing. It's so like, it was such a privilege to go up there. And so basically, what happened is like, I guess, one of the like tourism companies up there, Frontiers North, they like have a budget to like bring up artists and like play shows, for the locals. And so we were lucky enough to get the invite. And we were up there for like 4 days. We went out on the tundra buggy, saw polar bears and stuff. And most importantly, like got to like, meet the community of like locals, of temporary, like, or like seasonal workers that were up there. And it's like, obviously, being that remote and being that isolated, it's like a really strong sense of community up there because you have to depend on each other for everything. And, just to like experience that and kind of be treated to that was amazing. And then the show was super fun because I mean, you know, there weren't really any other shows going on that night, so it was a good turnout. But yeah, it was amazing. And like
the one night we were here, Metallica is also in town.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fuck. But there's like even up there, there's like a music scene, you know. Shout out, there's a band called Days on Land that are doing their thing up there.
Nice.
Roy, who like hooked us up with all like the amps and stuff for the show, was super amazing. The Tundra Pub all their staff was amazing. Like it was like a dream come true. It was definitely like you get the feeling of like, all right, like this is probably as good as it gets. Like this is the most rock and roll thing you could ever do. Like they're flying us up here, putting us up in a hotel. We felt like we were pretty rock and roll, you know. And yeah, so we definitely didn't take it for granted. It was a super cool experience, and yeah, we're like super grateful for it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What else had you? Because you were on tour last year before.
2024, yeah. We went on tour. We're going on tour again actually in a couple weeks. Just a mini one, like Calgary, Edmonton, Saskatoon.
Nice.
But yeah, that was super cool. That was the first time in the summer 2024 when we did it. That was the first time I'd ever been on tour. The only person that had been on tour before was Jody, because she was in Yes We Mystic, and they were like, you know, the real deal. But yeah, I was 2 weeks out of my last chemo treatment for lymphoma. And that was ambitious, to say the least. My body was like smoked, you know? And but it was like I was kind of holding on to that, you know, and get to the end of it. And I've always wanted to go on tour, and I didn't really believe it would happen until we were like in the van on the first day. I was like, holy smokes, like we're going on tour. And it was so fun. Like, again, I think what helps me be comfortable on stage or make jokes or whatever is that I genuinely enjoy doing it. So even like, you know, your first tour, you're going to have some stinkers. Playing a Tuesday night in a small mountain town to like, you're playing to the opening band, basically. And, you know, maybe like 7 other people in an empty room, but it was like, it was never a bummer. Like, I have fun doing it because I love the people that I play music with. And to do that is like, if I could choose to do something all the time, that's what it would be. And so like everything else is just so inconsequential. And then when you do get like, we had other shows that we played for like tons of people and they were really engaged in dancing and stuff. And it was like, holy, like it's a bonus, you know? But I think like foundation, like at its core, I think we all just like doing it. And so we have fun and it takes nerves away. And
do it just to do it.
Yeah, it's just for easy.
Yeah.
And I think like, it's a shame that, you know, the reality of late stage capitalism is that like you can't really make a living just if everybody followed that. If everyone was able to just like do what gave them that feeling, like everything would be amazing. But unfortunately, like I can't do that, for example. You know, no musician really can unless you're willing to basically like give up a lot of that freedom. Whether it's, you know, like having to deal with like a grueling tour schedule, give up like, you know, other commitments in terms of home life, whatever it is, right? Or like creativity. And it's like amazing for the people that still can do that because it's incredibly hard. And it's like what you get versus what you give is super skewed. Who's benefiting obviously is fucked up. You know, like it's a bunch of like tech bros that are making all the money off like musicians working incredibly hard when you look at like streaming services, whatever. Anyway, not to go off on that tangent too much, but it's just like the most attractive thing, I think, and not in like a like colloquial sense of like something's attractive, but like genuinely like what attracts my attention.
Right.
And I think this is true for everyone. It's like when you see someone who is just like just doing their thing. And that's why they're doing it. They're enjoying it. They're passionate about it. And nothing else matters. And you see how much they're like committing to it and into it to just like make it happen for themselves, whether it's music, whether it's like a, you know, I don't want to say hobby because like it's more than that, right? Like if it's like, you know, you're into gardening, you're into whatever it is, like it's just such a great feeling, you know? Like shit, I think if I go on YouTube, like all the stuff that like gets me the most is when it's like somebody in their basement who's like making a video about a video game that I've never even seen before. I have no interest in playing it, but they're interested in it. And like the fact that they're just doing their thing and enjoying it so much is like, yeah, I'll watch it. And then like, hell yeah.
I love like the deep dives. There's like an hour long of like an obscure subject, and there's like they just love it, and there's like this is everything, you know.
People drag their feet, and I was the same way. Like drag your feet in school to like do a 3-page essay on something, and then those same people are doing like a 4-hour deep dive video essay with incredible research, beautifully sourced, such nuance, like, you know, integration of other people's opinions and perspectives to make a new thesis about something, and it's about an anime or something like that, and it's like that makes me so happy to see that. That is so cool. And it's just a shame that like the norm isn't for people to just follow that, you know, because they can't for so many reasons. And I think even like you doing this, you know, it's like when I got here, I was asking you, you know, how long you been doing this? 7 months, and you just do it on your own. Yeah, like that's sick. And it's just like you're into it, you're doing it, you love it,
man,
and like I couldn't be happier to like be sharing that with you.
Fuck yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries. It's true. Don't say thank you to me. Fucking go in the mirror and say thank you. That's what my dad used to say to us when we were kids, except it was sorry if we like fucked up or something. It was like, say sorry.
Don't say it
like,
to me, say it to
me. My mom and my dad, they'd be like, don't say sorry to me. Go look in the mirror, say sorry.
That's tough.
Yeah, it hits you where it hurts, man.
So I wanted to talk about cancer.
Sure.
You fucking beat that shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely a word that I would use for it too. Like it's horrific, and anyone who's ever been touched by it in any way, like it's nuts. Like the empathy that I have for them and the families and everything like that. Because it's a long and sustained like trauma for sure. You know, especially like, you know, I can only speak from my own perspective. You know, it's the crazy thing is it's like it hits everyone differently. Everyone responds differently, different circumstances, etc. But like as a younger person, like it's so unexpected, and it definitely like throws you off the rails, and the treatments are brutal. The uncertainty, you know, you have setbacks, and you start clinging on to like every word that, like, for example, like my oncologist would say. Like I felt like I was trying to read every little interaction. Like, does she think I'm fucked? Like, does she think I'm gonna die? Or is she like being straight with me? You know, like you get in your own, like, so it's just like it dominates your life during and even after. Like when you're in it, you're kind of in survival mode. It's like a step at a time. And then afterward is when it's like, okay, well, like I can't just focus on one day at a time anymore, and I have to like process what just happened. And like that's a whole different like challenge. And I think this record was helpful for that. I don't think it's like I there's not a lot that I could point to say like this is like overtly about my experience having cancer and surviving. But I think the general sort of angst that I think is in this record, or the intensity, you know, comes from that. Yeah. Like there's, I don't know. Like
I definitely heard it differently after learning that, because I didn't know that on the first listen. And that's how like, well, so my mom died of cancer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And so I don't know, like, I don't know I didn't go through it, but I've been in its presence and it's fucking nasty.
Yeah, and I mean, like you did, right? Like,
yeah.
it's not. I learned very quickly. It's not just me going through it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like people that love you, they're going through it just as much.
Mm.
And no, it's tough. Like, I feel for you.
Yeah. So you were touring at that time. Like, how? You said that it was like just when you had started chemo, right?
It was actually right when I finished.
Oh, wait,
so
okay.
when I started chemo, we played Festival de Voyageur. Like right after my first treatment, like a week or so after, because like the days after, immediately, like I wasn't leaving bed, like,
Yeah.
just fucked on my ass. So it was kind of a bookend, because that was like one of the most memorable shows ever, obviously, because there's like, is this the last show I'm ever going to play? And then it was kind of felt triumphant to go on tour, even though physically I was completely drained, and like, I would get this rush of adrenaline to get through the show, and then I'd just be like cooked. But like mentally, I was like, felt amazing. My soul felt great doing that. Right. And then it was like a little bit of respite, because not long after that tour, I found out that I wasn't done. So I had to like do more treatment and stuff. And then it got like real dark, because it's like, okay, I thought this worked. Thought I was done. Now I'm not. And, you start Googling and you see the numbers. If the first line doesn't work, you start seeing yourself as a statistic.
Yeah.
So it was like, I look back at, it was all like 2024. I look back at that, and it's just like, a lot of it I don't even remember. A lot of it I'm choosing not to, maybe. But that like 2-week stretch, is just like this little bright spot. And I'm really excited to go on tour again with, a relatively healthy body, and like not be worried that like, oh, like I still have no immune system. If I get a fever, I might die. Because that was the first tour. Like, it was like, if you get a fever, you got to go to the hospital immediately, or because your immune system can't help you. Because chemo doesn't just kill the bad stuff, it kills all the good stuff. It just like basically nukes your system and poisons you just enough that you like don't die. Yeah. But it kills everything. Yeah. So it's just like, it's barbaric when you like break it down like that. But hey, it works.
And then also you might die.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like, there's it's a trip, but it's the best we got.
And yeah, I did notice. Like I was saying that after having learned that that's what you went through, the album does feel different, and it also like lyrically you read into it a little bit. But it's interesting how, cause you're saying before, like you can party on stage to all these songs, and people who don't know that that's what you experienced, that's the stage you were in when you wrote those songs, they just think like caffeine, nicotine. They're like, yeah, whatever.
And like, you know what? That's great. Yeah. Like, I don't need everyone to like understand everything about why I said or did something, Yeah. What really matters to me is like if they like it, or if not even if they like it, but if it like connects in some way. Yeah. I've had people like tell me interpretations of stuff that they'll ask like, was this about this? And it's not even a thought I've had in my life. Yeah. But I love it. Like, I'm like, oh, I wish. And then maybe I'm like, maybe I'll just say that's what it is, because that's way better than what it actually was, So, and like sometimes it is just like I put it in there because it sounds good, Yeah. But I would say on this record for sure, like lyrically, it was like the first time I actually sat down writing lyrics. Like I'm writing them start to finish. I'm not kind of just like making it up as I go, listening back to the demo, being like, okay, that kind of works, and like this kind of gives me this idea, and like piecemealing it together. Like this time I was like, actually I have like some specific things that I want to say, or like some ideas that I want to like get out in a certain way, and it was a great experience for me, like just thinking about myself as like a songwriter for sure. But yeah, it's cool that you like yeah, like brought that into your second listen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it like maybe changed the color of it a little bit. And also at the same time, like if you don't know that and you listen to it, like, and what you hear, what you feel from it, like that's genuine too,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's real. And that's like the cool thing about art. Not to like boil it down to beauty is in the eye of the beholder or anything, because I think, you know, that would not do it justice, but I think it really is like the response that it elicits from the person seeing it, hearing it, experiencing it is like so essential to why art is important.
Right.
Because it's just like maybe it's leading you to tell yourself something you needed to hear, you know, or maybe it's just like, oh, that's a fun rhyme that's gonna get stuck in my head and it's gonna like bounce around in my brain all day, or you know, or maybe it's a negative response, but it's like, okay, you're thinking critically still, you know. And so I've never like worried too much about like making sure people know what something's about. I guess. Because I don't know, I guess I trust the listener.
Yeah. And I always go back and forth too of if like what I actually like more, because like as a songwriter, like I want to know where they were coming from, and I want to know like, okay,
Yeah.
like what is this actually about? And I love just digging into like what does the artist actually think of this song and what it's being about. But then sometimes it does like ruin it in a weird way.
Totally.
Sometimes where you're like, oh, like I kind of had this idea of what it was about to me, and now that I know that's not what they were thinking, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's like a Pandora's box thing, right? It's like once you open that, you can't close it and go back to what you thought it was once you like, you know, like the truth or whatever. But that's what I'm saying is like, if you change your perspective of being like, okay, well, I'm the one that's actually like prescribing this meaning, you know, then it is what I thought it was, you know.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you can boil it down to platitudes for sure, but it's like, you know, people say these things over and over again for a reason. Like cliches exist for a reason sometimes.
There was a Radiohead song, Let Down, that I heard while I was on shrooms with my friends biking around town.
Yeah, nice.
And
classic Winnipeg activity.
Yeah. And I spent like an hour with like the hook in my head being like, what does it mean? And then I like came to this like huge like concept of what it means, and I'm like, I think I got it. I think that's what he was going for. And then I like looked it up on Genius, and like apparently he had just said some shit in an interview. He was like, this is a song that's about just like how like being sentimental is like bullshit, or like or like it's just a load of like whatever, you know? It's like fuck.
That's man, you felt like called out. Yeah, and you know, it's like that's gonna happen. I think at the same time it's like, I mean, I don't know, I'm not like, I like Radiohead, but I'm not like, I don't know anything about Tom York, you know. But if you get to that certain level and you're asked that many questions about what you do and why, you're probably just gonna start saying shit.
That's what my buddy said too. He was like, I like it very well could have a deep meaning, and he's just like, it's all bullshit.
Yeah,
right? Like,
because it's like,
that's
fuck
just
it,
the
you can
go-to
only explain yourself so many times. Honestly, I'll probably forget half the things I said in this, and then if someone asked me something similar, I'd have a totally different answer. And that's fine, you know. That's because there's no rules when it comes to like making music. You know, again, there I am with I'm just spitting all the cliches out, like I thought of them, you know.
That's like, go deeper on that. That's really profound.
There's no rules, man.
I never really thought of it that way.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Just do your thing. Yeah, that's what I'm bringing to the table.
You said you have 22 songs.
Yeah.
Where are the rest of them? Are they ever going to be anything?
Man, well, if everybody buys the record and associated merchandise, yes, of course there'll be more, you know. But it's like, it's a lot of work because I'm independent. I've definitely had many moments in like the lead up to releasing this, after recording it, like that time in between you're doing the legwork, promoting and stuff, where I'm like, I see why people want labels, because
Yeah,
this would be very helpful right now. Like working and then doing this is like, it takes up so much of your life and energy. And it's like the only reason I'm able to do it is because of how, like, again, like intrinsically I enjoy it.
Right.
Where it doesn't, like, I don't realize like how much of a grind it can be. But yeah, obviously I think I'm just going to keep doing this as long as I can. Cause that's another thing, is like, I record and write everything on my own. And then, you know, I love to collaborate with people, and I think I'm a very trusting person when it comes to my music. So I have no problem putting it in other people's hands, where it's like, you know, I'm not great at mixing. I don't know what mastering looks like in the process, but you know, I can't play the drums. Man, Johnny, my cousin, is an incredible drummer, and like, I'll just give him stuff, and sometimes I have a general idea, but sometimes he just writes it. And but all this to say, like, the fact is it is more or less like a solo thing.
Yeah. Were you on bass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Dan Robidoux plays bass live. He tracked some stuff, just because it's fun having everyone in there and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the songs, like, I mean, maybe not all of them. Maybe I'll just like throw them on SoundCloud or something. There are some that I'm like, yeah, this is a great song, and maybe it needs a little more. Maybe it didn't fit. Maybe I got cold on it. But yeah, I think like the plan is to always keep releasing music. Like, I'm always writing. I think I always will, whether I'm like making a go of it, trying to like play bigger and bigger shows, or like, you know, trying to promote it in the same way. It doesn't matter. Like, I'll always be doing it. But yeah, there's lots still to come for sure. I'm not out of batteries yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Why'd you do it like that? Like recording all of them at once? I guess you just had them.
Yeah, I had them. I
songs
had the time at that point. I was done my cancer treatment, and I was taking some time off to just like recover and enjoy life before like jumping fully back into like everything, like work and stuff. And so part of that was like, well, I have the time now. Like, I've been meaning to get into a studio proper and like track an album all in the studio. So when I did that, I was like, well, I didn't know what songs I wanted to be on the album, and I was like, I can do this now. Why don't I just like try and do as many as I can? And we did. We had 9 days. We tracked 22 drum tracks in the first 2 days. Shout out to Johnny.
9 days, 22 tracks is quite good.
Yeah, and then we had like the grid, and you just check things off, like triage it. So it was like drums, vocals, guitars, and then like whatever else after, because like some stuff, bass, you can kind of DI it a little easier. But like vocals and drums, I found like I wanted those done properly instead of, you know, a shitty USB mic in my living room. Yeah.
So did you do bass then out of studio?
No, like the majority of it was in studio.
Okay.
Sometimes you get it right on the first try. Like, there are demo tracks on the record that, like, you know, it's a constant battle where it's like this thing I learned called demoitis, where it's like you've listened to the demo so many times you think that's the way it has to be, so you like can't let go of like a different track that sounds, but it's just because it's different, but it's probably like, you look back, you're like, I'm glad I retracked that. But there's other stuff where it's like, no, you got it right. Like, the feeling is right. It's janky as hell, but it's supposed to be. And so like, there's certain like little guitar parts that you hear for sure in the record where it's maybe like a little more lo-fi or a little like kind of wonky. Because that's just recorded onto like my laptop or something. But working with Art and Will at Collector, who are both amazing, it's like they were like, we honestly like, this sounds good. Like, if you like it, like, don't redo it just because you think that's the way you should do things. So, yeah, like I think what needed to be done was done in the studio on all the songs. And then
Which ones were those that had demo tracks?
The first song, Tentacles.
Nice.
Yeah. And then all the guitars in the first single, which was that November 14 song with Zahublana. That was all demo stuff because it was like I got the delay right, and I liked like the kind of post-punk edge that they had to them. And then just like little bits and bobs elsewhere throughout the record. And then there was other stuff where it was like they would look at me like, you need to do this again. You know, because it was actually like 6 takes just fucking spliced together because I wasn't good enough to play the whole take in one take, you know. But I had to like I often have to relearn my songs when like going into the studio, going into a show. I'll listen to the demo and I'll be like, what the fuck? This is crazy. This doesn't make any sense. I don't remember what I'm playing. And then I remember it, and it's usually like the easiest thing ever because you know, I'm not Jimi Hendrix. But this is like a running kind of thing where I've had like a few people play guitar in my band just like due to availability, and like we're all friends, and they talk about like teaching each other my guitar parts, and it's like there's no pedals or anything involved yet, so it's like just a guy with a guitar sitting in front of a camera, an acoustic guitar, and like, here, if you pass me that, I'll just do a little act out. If this is the most you're gonna get from me performing acoustic on your show, though.
It's down a string, but
that's fine. It'll do. Just like sitting in front of the camera and just like, okay, so this part goes like this. You know, and that's like the whole part. But I've fucking cranked up the verb and delay or like detuned it or something, and like
it's been so transfigured that like, you listen to it and you're like, what the fuck?
So I'm basically I'm a fraud basically, but you know, I like how it sounds.
I think that the new one sounds so sick. I was gonna say the drums are fucking knocking. And that is one that like it's super consistent throughout the album. Like this is the drum sounds great, and then like that's one of like the foundational things, and then the guitars can kind of be like, okay, you record guitars here, you know, demoed beforehand. If the part's right, like
exactly. Drums. Drums you got to do right. Like unless you're sampling or something. Like. And again, like the drums, I agree. The drums sound so good on this record because like I'm with people that know what they're doing, you know, and I trust them. For like the sort of more like cold wave post-punky songs, actually, we use this drum kit that is like sawed in half. So like every like the kick drum is like this wide.
Oh yeah.
And it's like super just like punchy.
Okay.
And like doesn't like it doesn't reverberate. And so it gives it like that really dead kind of like punch that I was really looking for on like some of those tracks, and it's and then obviously like those guys are geniuses.
I wouldn't even thought of this. Where did you see a kit that had
had it?
They had it at the
They
studio?
had it at Collector Studio. They got a bunch of stuff there that I like. A lot of it I was like, I don't even know what that is, but it's got a bunch of dials on it. I'm like, fuck me up. Like, let's go. Like some of the drums, like Art would like run it through like a tape track thing and then like run it back in to the like board, and it would give it like this like crunchier, warmer sound, and it's just like it was sweet working with them, and I've seldom had negative experiences working with other people once you like trust them, because they start hearing things that I'm not able to hear. I don't have the technical understanding. But it's always like, I don't even know what you're proposing, but let's go for it. Like, it sounds cool. You know, a lot of it too is like looking for a guitar tone, and I'm playing guitar there on the pedals or the amp and just twisting, tweaking things, and then you get to a point where you just both kind of look at each other like this. And that was it. Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, let's track like that, you know. And yeah, so like that's the fun of like making stuff too. Is like once you're collaborating or like sharing your ideas, like it can just like accelerate so quickly because they inspire you about something. Oh, and we could also do this, and you know, sometimes the ideas are bad too. You know, like I have a lot of bad ideas. Or sometimes they come and I'm like, you know what? No, like I'm gonna like pull the veto on this one. Like I think we should do it this way, whatever. But I don't have like enough good things to say about Will and
Big things that changed like compositionally coming into the studio?
I don't think so. Like the song, when I do demos, like they're done. Right. You know, I don't have a lot of like half songs when I'm recording demos, and if I do, they just stay demos. There are certain points though where it's like I couldn't get something the way I wanted it, and that's when they would like, you know, they're pros, they know what they're doing in terms of like working with people too. So like I think they could tell when it was like this is a good time to step in and like say like, what if we just like took this part out, or what if we went in this direction, you know? And I think every time that happened, I was like, yes, that does solve the issue, because you can get so in the weeds on your own shit, you know? And sometimes it's even just someone telling you, listen, this doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. Like, this is minutia. Like, let go.
Right.
And like they were great with that. Or Donovan, who mixed my last two albums and he mastered this one, Donovan Ostapovich. I think he says Ostapovich, but you know, put a little flavor on it. He's great for that too. Like, and I think, you know, not to like toot my own horn or anything, but I think like a strength that I have is I think it's very easy for me to trust other people and to let go and to like defer to.
Which for a creative is huge. Like you need to be able
it's not
to do
easy
that.
sometimes. Like, and sometimes it is the wrong thing to do. Sometimes it's like, no, I have a clear idea. And it's like, you have to make decisions on like when you do that and when you don't. But I think like that's a skill that I've developed for sure. Is when to say, you know, and this is like, you can extrapolate this into anything in life, but say like, yeah, actually I need help with this.
Anything you need help with?
Yeah, man, but trust me, I'm working on it. Thing I need help with is people should just listen to the record. Honestly, something I was thinking about, not just with my music, but like Winnipeg punches so far above its weight when it comes to music. Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I think it's impossible to not take it for granted most of the time. But when you take a step back and think about it, how great everything is and how hard everyone works on their shit and how supportive the scene is too. Like, everyone's genuinely rooting for each other and everybody's successes are shared. You know, we're so proud of each other. And I think that's just like Winnipeg as a city generally. Like I have a lot of time for Winnipeg, like despite its flaws, like it's, you know, a wonderful place because of the people. Yeah. But what I would say is, like, at least from my perspective and experience, is like, if you are listening to a local band or whatever, local artist, like, and something is good or you like something, like, man, tell them. Because it's like the greatest thing ever. Man, I get an email that someone bought a song on Bandcamp and I get, you know, 50 cents from the dollar from that. But that is the greatest feeling ever, because someone went out of their way to say, I like this. Or if someone sends you a DM that's like, yo, I listened to this and it's great. Or like, what did you do here? That was really cool. Like, that is priceless, you know? And I think like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, your question is, what do you need help with? And I mean, I'm not going to talk about my fucking mental health struggles, but you know, in general, I think something that I would, if I have the opportunity to like say to anyone listening, like, what is something that would be beneficial generally, like not just to me,
That's
tell
a really good
people
point.
you like their stuff, you know, tell straight up, like tell people you like them, tell people you love them.
Yeah.
You know, it's so, like, again, it's so easy to not to, and I get it. Everyone's got their shit, but it's like people getting that affirmation, it even if like you don't depend on it, it's just like it fills you up. You feel like a full can of beans, you know?
Yeah. Full can of beans. That'll be the subtitle for this, episode. You got your release show. What day is it?
That is April 24th, Friday.
Hell yeah.
At the West End Cultural Center. And it's going to be so fun.
I'm stoked.
Cannot wait. Nervous, you know, it's a big old room, but you know, I just can't wait for whatever that night is going to be. The bands we're playing with too, obviously we've talked about Speed Reader, Prairie as well. That was another band that I saw them, and it was just like, I need to find a way to connect with these people, because what they are doing, it's just so good, and it just makes sense, and it's just blew me away. Like, how are they doing this? Yeah. You know, sometimes you're at a show and you're like, something's happening here.
Yeah.
And that was one of those shows. It was at Rainbow Trout. I saw them play. Like, how early in the day they were playing was criminal, but that's just because I think the lineup was amazing that last year at Rainbow Trout. But I just kept looking at Jody. We were watching it together, just like, I was gobsmacked. And so, like putting the show together, I knew exactly the two bands I wanted. And I'm very thankful that they were both available and willing to do it. I'm very grateful. I'm very excited to share the show with them, because like, I'm a huge fan of theirs. I hope they put more music out, because like, I would say Prairie is like my favorite.
The EP they did put out is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's right. Okay, cut that out, because I listened to it, but I forgot to put it out. I was like, they only have 2 singles out. But yeah, the punch they pack live, and everything works that they do, and it's just like, just when you think you figured them out, they hit you with something that you don't expect, and in a good way. And you're just like, this is the level, and it's inspiring, not in like a competitive way, but it's like, they're pushing the level higher now. We should expect more from ourselves too. Like, you see bands like that, and they just like energize you. And Prairie and Speed Reader both, like, I just, I don't know. I think I cry pretty easily sometimes, but like when I saw Speed Reader's first show, and I never listened to anything, because he didn't put anything out yet, but like, just how triumphant of like a return it was for Keegan, but then also just like the music itself, like I just burst into tears watching it, and it was just like, holy fuck, like Winnipeg's music, like you could go out pretty much any weekend and see like amazing music by super committed, passionate, good people.
Actually, every weekend, it's crazy,
and it's just like, I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface, you know, and so it's like, it's invigorating, and I think it like enables people like me to like keep going, you know, because I'm 33, but then I see like what the kids are doing, and I'm like, okay, I want to keep doing this stuff. Like they're inspiring me. So I think I'll always I'll always feel like a musician, at least, for sure.
Well, man, you inspire me for real.
Yeah.
And yeah, this has been a great chat. Thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me. It's really been my pleasure.
Yeah.
Congrats on the show. And yeah,
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Yes, sir. All right.
Take it easy.
Peace. Thank you so much for watching this episode of In the Zone. If you're on YouTube, you can like the video and subscribe to support the show. If you're on another podcast platform, give us 5 stars, give us a follow, do what you can. Just throw me a freaking bone here, okay? I'm busting my ass day and night to make a good podcast just for you. So please do what you can. I appreciate it. While you're at it, go over to Instagram at inthezone.wpg and give that a follow if you haven't already. Thank you so much. You're the best. Love you lots. See you next time.